I'm attorney George McCranie. I have offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. Today I'd like to talk with you about traumatic brain injury or brain bleeds. And let me just go ahead and tell you, I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on television, and I understand that I've got a face for radio. But this is not medical advice. This is just general information that you need to know if you've been in an accident and you have certain symptoms. So let's first talk about what TBI is, or what a brain bleed is. And doctors call this type of injury intracranial or cerebral hemorrhaging. All right, and it's where blood leaks between the skull and the brain, or into the brain itself. So it's extremely serious type of injury after an accident. And let me give you an example. Let's say there's a car crash. Your head can strike an object in the car, or you could even suffer from whiplash. All right. And if this happens, what can happen to you is that on the outside, there's no visible sign of injury. All right. But the force of the accident and the impact was enough to crush or tear the soft tissue inside the skull, or the blood vessels inside the skull. All right, that's what causes the brain bleed or the TBI. Now, if you suspect that you're suffering after an accident from a TBI, or someone you know has been in an accident and you suspect that they're suffering from a TBI or a brain bleed, they need to immediately seek medical attention. Call 911. Okay, extremely serious type of injury. Okay, now let's talk about the symptoms of a brain bleed or a TBI. All right, and these are general symptoms, and the symptoms depend on what part of the brain is affected by the bleed. So these are some of the general symptoms of a brain bleed: confusion, decreased alertness, extreme fatigue, difficulty reading, difficulty writing, difficulty understanding speech, dizziness, difficulty swallowing, loss of balance, loss of vision, nausea, vomiting, headache or thunderclap headaches, loss of consciousness, slurred speech, stiff neck, seizures, sensitivity to light, loss of motor skills, or even tremors. And these are some of the general symptoms of a brain bleed. Now, if you think that you're suffering from this, you've been in an accident, you've been injured in a car accident, you've been injured at work, something like that, and you've struck your head or you have whiplash injuries, this is very serious. Please call 911, get medical attention as quickly as possible. Now, if you have questions about this, you've been in an accident, they've diagnosed you with a TBI, you've got questions, feel free. You can call my office, 833-927-6227, or you can message us on Facebook Messenger, and we'll be glad to help you get the answers to your questions. If you need representation after an accident, I would be honored to represent you, especially in this type of case, because they are very serious, and you need to take these things seriously and get the help that you can get, and get the compensation that you can get with your medical expenses, loss of wages, loss of time that you've been at work, loss of consortium. There's all different kind of things that come into this, but these kind of cases are extremely serious and can lead to repercussions for the rest of your life. So you need to take this stuff seriously. Get an attorney that can help you, that knows what's going on with these cases, and protect yourself and your family. If you've got any questions, again, feel free to call us. You can reach us at 833-927-6227 or message us on Facebook Messenger. And if you need an attorney, I'll be honored to represent you.